Africa is the poorest continent in the world, but you wouldn't know it by looking at Africa's richest kings. The rulers of countries like Morocco and Eswatini live fabulous lives filled with fast cars, yachts, and private jets. The wealth gap between Africa's richest monarchs and the people they rule is astronomical. The average per capita annual income in sub-Saharan Africa, excluding South Africa, is just $315. But traditional rulers in Ghana and Nigeria are worth millions. Africa's richest kings own vast swaths of land and oversee massive oil and gold reserves. Here's a look at the lives of Africa's 5 richest kings. King Mohammed VI of Morocco is so rich that he makes all the other kings in Africa look like peasants. He has more money than he knows what to do with, and he is known for spending exorbitant amounts of cash. At the time of producing this video, his net worth stood at a staggering $8 billion. Not only is he the richest king in Africa, he's also one of the richest monarchs, period. So how did he get to be so rich? Well, for starters, he's in charge of the Moroccan holding company Al Mada, also known as SNI. The massive conglomerate holds stakes in banking companies, mining companies, and telecoms. The private investment fund is worth about $43 billion, and its annual revenue is approximately $3.7 billion. King Mohammed uses those hefty dividend checks to splurge. His most prized possession is his $103 million sailing yacht known simply as Bodice One. Let me tell you, yachts don't get much more elegant than this. The 70-meter Perini-built yacht exudes elegance. It's clean, modern, and sleek. Just picture this magnificent vessel setting sail at Casablanca and cruising along the coast to the French Riviera. There's no doubt that's how the king likes to spend his free time. When the king isn't meeting with dignitaries, he's working out in the yacht's gym or relaxing in the stunning master cabin. The master cabin comes complete with titanium ceiling and walls that feature intricate woodworking. The Bodice One isn't the only yacht in the king's collection. He also owns a 62-meter refurbished schooner called El Bogaz. Hey, it's always nice to have an extra yacht just in case. When the king travels the globe to meet with world leaders, he does so in style. He owns a Boeing 737 BBJ worth about $90 million. You didn't expect one of the richest monarchs in the world to fly coach, did you? As traditional ruler of the Ugbo kingdom, Obateru commands a lot of respect. It's not just because he's powerful, it's also because he's incredibly rich. At the time of producing this video, Obateru had a net worth of $300 million. That's a whole lot of dough. But we're really not surprised he's so wealthy. After all, this is the same man who founded Obat Oil, which is one of Nigeria's largest privately held oil companies. It's no Exxon, but it's nothing to shrug at either. Obateru owns more than 50 gas stations across Nigeria. The oil flows from the pumps and the cash flows into Obateru's pockets. Nigeria exports about $64.7 billion worth of oil and gas annually, so we don't expect Obateru to go broke anytime soon. Obateru uses all that oil money to buy expensive toys like a custom-built 2012 Rolls Royce and a 2014 Bentley. Obateru also has an impressive watch collection to go along with his fabulous car collection. He once reportedly bragged, "I have a $1 million watch. I use the same type of car like the Queen of England." Even more impressive is Obateru's real estate portfolio. He owns prime commercial residential real estate in both London and Nigeria. The king owns Febson Hotel and Febson Mall, which are both located in downtown Abuja. You've probably never even heard of Eswatini, but perhaps you know the country's previous name, Swaziland. The name was changed by the country's current ruler, King Mswati III. He's extremely powerful and incredibly rich. The citizens of Eswatini are by and large very poor, but Mswati has a fortune worth $200 million. He also controls a trust worth about $10 billion. He spends most of that money on himself and his large extended family. The king's massive car collection includes a $450,000 Rolls Royce Phantom and $214,000 Bentley Flying Spur, a $156,000 BMW 760 Li, and a $335,350 Rolls Royce Cullinan. King Mswati has 11 wives. Yes, you heard that correctly, and they're all showered with lavish gifts. Back in 2014, the king shelled out $15 million to build new palaces for each of his wives. He didn't just hire any old interior decorator either. The new palaces were reportedly decorated by one of his girlfriends. When King Mswati meets dignitaries around the globe, he flies in his $20 million McDonnell Douglas MD-87 or his $16 million Airbus A340-300. Mswati has more than just cash. His real estate portfolio is jaw-dropping. He actually owns 60% of Eswatini's land, which makes him the largest landowner in all of Africa. King Misuzulu's rise to power was anything but ordinary. Quite the opposite, actually. The death of his father, King kaZwelithini, was a total shock. And the death of his mother, Queen Mswati Dlamini, was also totally unexpected. His mother died just 1 month after his father, so she didn't even have time to appoint Misuzulu to the throne. Despite the tragedy, Misuzulu was still named king of the Zulu Nation. Along with the power came an incredible fortune. At the time of producing this video, he has a net worth of $20 million. As king, Misuzulu oversees a $6 million royal household budget, which is given to the Zulu Nation every year by the South African government. Little is known about his spending habits, but he's so rich that he can basically buy whatever he wants. We do know that his father had an impressive car collection, so it's likely that Misuzulu inherited the expensive autos. Misuzulu also reportedly received a top-notch and expensive education overseas. Osei Tutu II is the traditional ruler of Ghana's gold-rich Ashanti Kingdom, and at the time of producing this video, he had a net worth of $10 million. He owns real estate all over Ghana and South Africa, but it's his bling that sets him apart from other kings. As king, he owns the golden stool and a wide array of gold rings and bracelets. He is almost never seen in public without a gold headband. Every year, a lavish gala called Akwaside is held in his honor. Guests line up to kiss his golden rings, which are so heavy that his handlers have to help him lift his arms. Can you imagine? Honestly, that sounds like a really good problem to have. Here's an interesting fact. Did you know that Osei Tutu once had some of his crown jewels stolen right from under his nose? The valuable Ashanti heirlooms were stolen while the king was attending a conference in Norway. Thieves nicked the priceless jewels from the king's hotel room, but he wasn't too upset. He said it was not such a big deal as the thieves only got away with some rings and headgear. That's it, folks. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned to this channel for more great videos.